Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with the second part of the painting tutorial of the Mortis engine. So if you want to know how we arrived to this stage, please look part 1 where I explain how I do the ghostly effects, how I did the black parts, as well the fire and the top part with the roses and everything, all the decorations that you have seen up to now. Not only that, I also did the reliquary at the point that you see here, okay, and I did just the clothes of the Necromancer, okay. So now we are going to do part 2 and more likely the last part of this painting tutorial. I'm going to do it in less parts now. I try to group them, and I wanted to do it in just one part, but it was not feasible at the end. I think the video was too long, and now we are going to do here the part 2. So we are going to keep with the green, and now I'm going to do the lights at the back. I will do them as green as well. And to do that, I'm going to use first mood green, the same that we have used for the fire. Okay, this one here. And we are going to do each square of the lamp with this mood green. And we are trying to do in a way that you have to eliminate any shade in that area. So I will go a little bit over the metal, like offsetting a little bit from the place, okay? So bigger, because I want to eliminate any shading that we did with the wash on this part. Okay, as you can see, I try to do like that. Something like that. Okay. And I keep doing all these bars. Okay. I was hesitating if I wanted to do this yellow, like normal light, but at the end I decided to go for this ghostly looking green. So I will do all this like you see here. I will do them all, and I'm back for the next step. Okay, the mood green is applied now, and next step I'm going to take dawn yellow that is mixed a little bit with the mood green. Okay, and we are going to apply it at the middle, and as I see it's too yellow, I will apply a little bit of something like that. Okay, and we keep applying this all around. Like that. Just dawn yellow mix with mood green. And if you think that it's too yellow, then you apply a little bit of mood green on top, very thin. To dilute it a little bit. Okay, I'll do the other lamp and I'm back. Okay, so this is how now the lights look like at the back. I think it's good. Now I'm going to work on the book. On the book I'm going to use two colors. I'm going to use a Screamer pink, Okay, and I'm going to use Rhino's hide. Okay, both are on my white palette. And with these two colors I'm going to use the text. So I will start with the Screamer pink, a little bit more water, it's a little bit too dry, the white palette. We are going to do like a capital letter. This is the part that I know a little bit regretting of gluing this book, because it's going to be difficult to reach it. So we're going to put it upside down. I hope you can see something. It's going to be, yeah, I don't know. And I'm going to do something like that, a square. And then instead of the square I'm going to put a letter. Simple. Something like that. Now I'm going to use the Rhino's hide. Okay. And we are going to do like text. Okay. I will use now again the purple color, and I will do like a small room there. Now I will do the second page. I will start with like if the text was continuing. You can make some lines shorter. Like that. Sorry for that. Okay. I think like that is good. I will reinforce the color where I went too thin. Now I will use a burgundy color. To put some water as well. Using the burgundy. I will add something like that on the side. And I think like that is good enough to show the book. And now I will focus on other elements that are not here. So I will go back to the reliquary. Okay, so the reliquary was at this stage in part 1. So now what I'm going to use a little bit of screaming school. Okay, it's very dry, the one I have on the wet palette, so I will put a little bit more. I don't need too much, to be fair. We are going to highlight a little bit the candles, so to make them a little bit whiter. Instead of in sepia, make them a little bit too dark. Some parts, so I want to make them so we'll give, for example, a rim here underneath. Okay. Some parts I will keep it darker as they are. Some others I will just make them to pop up because it was a little bit too. And here I realized that I didn't put the wash, so if this happens, I will use a little bit of some acid desert to make the yellow, especially for example here that I went too light. So you can use some acid desert to help you. Put some water on. Now we work with Screaming Skull and we highlight the parts that I want to be white. Okay, and I keep doing that on the candles. Sorry. As you can see, I will keep working on the different candles and then I back for the next step. Okay, so this is how the candles are looking like now, and next I'm going to use Corvus Black and I will do the wick of the candles. Okay, like that. Okay. So I will do them all and I'm back for the next step. Okay, I have glued the reliquary there to the Mortis engine, and now I'm going to glue as well the door. Okay, so I'm going to glue that here, and I need to check how it was. I need to double check the position. I will glue this and we are going to come back to paint the Nigromancer. Next I'm going to paint the Nigromancer, and I'm going to use a Screaming Skull. Okay, the same that we have done for the bones and everything, and we're going to do the patchments and the skull that is next to him. Okay, this one here. So I'm going to take a little bit of water. And we are going to do these things. Okay, so I'm doing them and I'm back. Okay, next I'm going to use Light Gray, and I will apply this over the skin and the hair of the Necromancer. I want to go for a very pale skin, even looking sick, and as well for the hair. We'll go for a gray, but this will give the first shade, and then later on we are going to do the second shade. Okay, as well the hands. Don't worry if you go a little bit over the black, because you will not cover. But the thing is that you do a nice wash, but avoiding that it's pulling as well. So to do that, ensure that you don't have the hair or the skin dirty from previous layers. Okay, something like that should be good. Sorry for my coffee, been coughing for a while. Whoops. Okay, the staff I will use same Galaxy word that we used on the structure of the Mortis engine. I'm going to use it for the staff. And I will do the keys as well, because then it's going to be a good base to do the metal later on. Okay. Okay, and now we need to wait that all these dries before any further stack. So while waiting that this is drying, I'm going to start working on the banshees that they go around the Mortis engine. So we have just applied only the ghost when we were doing the rest of the ghostly parts. So now I'm going to start painting on the dress and so on. So again, I will paint them in whitish color, so I will use again the Screaming Skull, and I will use it on the dresses of the banshees. So this will match. I follow the same colors that I use for Lady Oleander and all the banshees they have in my army. I know that this is a different faction, but I have the feeling that this is almost a cross miniature between the vampires and the Ninehound. So I will apply this on all the banshees, on the inner dress, leaving the hair in this greenish early color of the Nihilite oxide. Okay, then we'll do all the clothing like that. And I like it because it's exactly the same type of banshees. Okay, very similar, not the same, because the other ones go with the hair cover, but they also have the daggers that are quite similar to the other banshees. So I will do that and I'm back for the next step. Okay, so going back to the Enigmamancer, this is not fully dry, you can see it's shiny, but anyway I will use now Seraphim Sepia and I will wash the skull and the parchments there. Okay, something like that. Again, don't be too concerned if you go a little bit out. The Seraphim Sepia will not be visible, more likely on top of the black, but try to stay on the position. And we'll do this one as well. Okay, and now we're going to do the hair. This guy. So bright. So I'm going to use Basilic and Grey on the hair, but I will really try to go with lighter version, so I will remove some of the paint. I will try to be lighter. Okay, I don't want to go too heavy on the silicon gray, but I want to have a little bit of contour with the skin. Okay, this is why I go for a grayish, but pale as well. And I will use this Basilican Grey on the, it's more, almost close instead of nails. Okay. As you can see, I try to keep everything quite pale, and I will wait that this dries because I want to give a little bit of purplish filter. Okay, while I'm waiting that this dries, we can go back to the banshees. So this way I go back and forth in the banshees. Now I'm going to use Balthasar Gold. Okay, this one. And we are going to do the armor of the banshees. Okay, I need to put some water here. So, we are going to take Balthasar Gold and we are going to apply it on the banshees armor. Okay. Thin it down a little bit. So we do like that. This Balthasar Gold will give a nice cooperish touch. That is what I'm looking for here. Okay, so I apply Balthasar Gold and I'm back for the next step. Like that. Okay, I do this on the 3 bunches and I'm back. Okay, I have done all the brass colors on the or cooperish colors on the benches. I go back to the Enigmamancer, or the guy that is riding, and I'm going to use now this color, the Dreadful Visage, to give a purplish tone to the skin. Looking for really sick. I will avoid reds and I will go for a cold color skin. Okay, and especially in the hands you want to apply it as well. And I need to wait again that this dries. And now we can go to the keys. And I'm going to use, let me close this. Sorry, I'm going to use Lead Belcher on the keys. Okay, so we're going to play this here. Okay, I'm going to play Lead Belcher on the keys, and then I will be back for the next step. Okay, next step, I'm going to use Aglax Earthshade, and I'm going to apply this on the keys and on the armors of the banshees. So I will take it here and we apply it here on the keys to give a nice shading. Okay. And then we are going to do the same on the armor of the banshees. Okay, like that. So I will do this and I'm back for the next step. Okay, so this is what it looks like now. We have done the wash here, and next step I'm going to use Luxion Purple, and I will do the type of bandage or thing that is covering his eyes. Okay. Now I'm going to use a little bit of yellow, and I'm going to touch the teeth. Okay, like that, not too much. And I will use Dark Oat Flesh and I will do the tongue. Okay, something like that. Then I will use Beyblade Brown, that I have it here. quite thin, and I will just add, it's almost too much water. I want to add some highlights on the piece of wood. You can also use a little bit of Gotham brown. And I will use dried bark if I want to go darker. Or even I will use black. The coughing is killing me. Okay. Just adding a little bit more of height. And other brown. Loki. Okay. But I want to keep it quite dark. Okay. Sorry, my dog was just trying to come here. Now I'm using dried bark. Just to give a little bit of contrasting color, all this. I think like that. Now we are going to use the Linux guide. We are going to add some writing here. Okay, and we'll take lead belcher. I will use this and I will use iron breaker. And I will highlight a little bit the keys. Like that. Do for at the back as well, a little bit. Although this part will not be that visible. Once the miniature is glued, this part will not be almost visible. Now it's ready to be glued on the base. So I will glue him on the base and I'm back with the banshees. Now we are going to work on the banshees, and I will highlight first the whitish part, and I will highlight it with white basically. So I will use white and Screaming Skull, and I want to keep it quite light. So So I will just come with white that is thin down and I start highlighting these parts. Something like that. And when needed, I will use as well the skimming screw. I will try not to go darker. I'm just working with white. Okay, something like that. And we are going to highlight as well the blue part with white, and I will use as well, in the case, Gauss Blaster green. But I will try to go with white quite thin. First, okay, you can see. Sorry, what's going on? Okay, just trying to emphasize the expression. Okay, going to highlight here as well. No, with the hair. Okay, you can see we're starting popping up all the expression and all the details. Well, you can see that my white is quite thin. Translucent. I'm using this now to my advantage, so my transitions are not that stark. When you work thin like that, and here this I will do one thing, because I don't like that how it looks like. So what I will do is I will cut that and that. And now the knife makes more sense. Take a little bit of squaring school, and now this makes more sense to me. Okay, so and then you keep working just like that, as you can see. So just with the very translucent white and holding up a little bit of the highlights. Okay. Over here. Okay, I will take a little bit of screaming school, but here I will leave it white. Okay, so I will be doing these highlights with white. You can see I come back here and insist a little more to be light, to be whiter. I will go back to the face. Some of the excess of white. So the white where I don't, the part where I don't want white. I will keep that here. And as I said, I have Gauss Blaster Green. So I can play with Gauss Blaster Green as well on the hair. Don't work on the highlights. Here's the part that is a little bit complicated because it's not easy to see how the hair is coming. Falling. Since there is no hair on the top and it's merely, I'm going to do something like that. There is no definition of the hair. Here what I want to add is a little bit of white to increase contrast and create this ghostly effect on the rest of the mirror. Like we have done on all the ghosts that are at the bottom. Okay, so I will keep working with white. Here, as you can see, doing this, you can combine with a little bit of Gauss blaster green. Do it like that. White. Some parts you want to go white lighter. Some other parts you want to go dark. You want to leave it in this green darker. But the idea is to play with the white and the Ghostbuster green. To give a little more contrast to this ghostly look. Okay. So I will keep doing that. Set. And I will be back. Okay, this is how it looks like, the Banshees, when we have done all the highlights. Okay, the colors are sharper. Okay, now we are going to do, I'm going to use silver and I'm going to put it on the blades. Sorry, still my coughing is not leaving. We'll put silver on the blades. Like that. This side. And this other side. Okay. And when the handle is visible, like this one, the other ones are not that visible, but this one is quite. Very carefully, we're going to use a brown. Again, Galaxy War. And we are going to put it on the dagger handles. Something like that. Like that. Okay. Then I'm going to use Gehenna's gold. This one is a little bit of reddish gold. I need to mix it a little bit, so we'll mix it and then back. Okay, and with the henna gold, we are going to highlight the armor. Got some extra bright. as well a little bit the dagger guard. Okay, a little bit more. Okay, I do the others and I'm back. Then I will use Auric Armor Gold for a next extra highlight. So this one we are going to use it less. Okay, just very little. Okay, like that. Now I'm going to use a purple color. I'm going to use a Shadows Purple. Okay. This one, and I'm going to use it on the I will take some Genestealer Purple. Take a new one because it's too divided what I'm using. Okay, something like that. And doing the other one. Like that. And now the last thing is I'm going to use Riff Charger Gray, I think it's called. See, no. There's one. and I'm going to put it on the blades of the daggers. Okay, and we're gonna put a little bit over the armor if you want. We'll give a little bit of a greenish shade that will make it look like an older armor. Okay, the last one. The one we have to be careful because the dagger is over the clothes, so I will not put too much. Now a little bit about the armor. Something like that. And now they are ready to be glued, so I will glue them and I will show the final result.
I'm taking shots at the enemy. I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything.